So right now, there's a lot of talk about the burnout of the people, the employees, disengagement, and then cultural drift. These are all happening at the same time with AI transformation. So how do you think this will affect the individuals in the organization when there are other issues in the organization? What patterns do you see most consistently across industry that hits this tone?
I see it pretty cut and dry. You're going to have half that are going to be probably even more burnt out because the organizations are not communicating, telling good stories about what their plans are for the AI and how they plan to use the humans. So they're conveying a message of, we're going to replace you. The
Yes.
other half are going to say, you know what? No, we're going to use you and to amplify what you do and make you better. We're going to let AI help you process the data and save you hours and hours on this end. But now we need you to be able to interpret that data and say, okay, what's the best decision here to be made based on the data that we've had? And that's going to help employees have less burnout, in my opinion, because a lot of burnout comes from, well, I think burnout comes from two major things. One, they're overworked, or two, they don't feel valued. And so by communicating to them your plan of why you're implementing AI, they start to realize, okay, wow, this person cares about me, so I'm valued. Therefore, I'm not going to feel that burnout. And now they're going to help me use AI to improve my skills, to improve my work output. So then I don't feel the burnout as well. Then I'll be able to be a better collaborator with my team and with other departments. And so that's going to eliminate the burnout from there. And so the ones that go that direction, we're going to see a lot less burnout. The ones that say AI is it and they're not communicating their mission and vision behind that, you're going to see it increase. So burnout's going to not go away because of it. It just depends on the direction the company and organization wants to take with how they tell the story.
So from your work as a leadership architect, what separates organizations that adapt well from those that get stuck?
Well, I'm going to use your word you just said, adaptability. They need to realize that, okay, like I said, Marshall Goldsmith said earlier, what got us here, what is not going to get us there. And I used to be a franchisee for a major sandwich brand.
Mhm.
And their idea of innovation was to bring back a sandwich that was popular 10 years ago. And okay, it was popular then, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work now. What got you here isn't going to get you there. And so we just need the organizations that are going to be successful are the ones that are willing to adapt and overcome that resilience side. If anything, COVID taught us that is that, you know what, we need to be able to adapt and be resilient and move forward with what's there for us. And so the other side of that is we need to be preparing when it's successful for when those times do come, because oftentimes organizations wait till the hard times come to prepare. And by that time, it's too late. So the adaptability is the key to helping organizations go forward. And then the other side of it, I would say, is they need to have a good marriage between the human component and the AI component and realize that both of those work in tandem. And we can make our organization infinitely better by using both.
Yeah. And in terms of, for example, there are two groups now when it comes to AI transformation. So there are groups that believe, like what you said, let's go and just do it. And those companies who are, it's not going to work like that. It's going to be a bubble and it's not going to be more popular. Which you think is more dangerous? Going into the bandwagon right away, or those organizations that okay, let's wait and see.
Well, let's put it this way. It's hard to set your sail if you don't know what direction you're going, right? And so if you have an organization that's simply going to implement AI for the sake of implementing it without any purpose behind it, they are setting themselves up for failure. They might see short-term success in maybe time savings, money savings. They can get rid of some employees for some things like that, but in the long term, it's not going to win for them. Because again, it's all about alignment. You have got to align your AI strategy with your overall purpose and mission of your organization. And if you can't do that, then don't implement the AI.